The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. But the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry at their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to our younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations. Hopefully, they got there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to hopefully the believers and listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, I just want to go into a quick, in the news. All right, and it's called digital lewdness. Okay, because what we're seeing, all right, is Esau goes further and further into his digital, all right, infrastructure, all right, which is going to usher in the NWO and with the C hip, okay, because there's going to be a device used, okay, to keep track, all right, of this digital infrastructure that he set up, all right, with your money, all right, with your tracking, with your vitals, with your, your status, okay, and all these different things are going to be used in the C hip. So we're seeing this man, all right, gradually, all right, make this thing known, all right, what he's about. Now, what I want to get into, all right, because as these things increase, within his digital infrastructure, we see wickedness and lewdness increasing as well. Okay, so Esau and Edom, he's doing everything that he can to be destroyed and removed from power. He's doing everything that's required for him to be destroyed and removed from power. Now, I want to start off, okay, with this article here. All right. Now, this is in Utah. That's a quick article I want to get into. Okay, this is dealing with Utah. It says Utah introduces new digital ID blockchain law. Okay, a law. All right. Showing you where these devils are at with it, man. They're at the point where they want to start mandating things, man. Okay. Law for the digital currency. So let's read into it just a little bit. And it says, this week, Utah Governor Spencer Cox signed a bill that will require the Division of Technology Services to launch a pilot program from blockchain biased digital variable creditors. He says House bills like 470 will request that the DTS, to provide a recommendation on how to issue a digital ID via distribute, distributed ledger technology. Okay, so it's like, okay, how, okay, and they already got the how they're gonna, but they try to make seem as if it's a problem of them trying to figure out, how to get people on board with this digital. Okay, what they're gonna do, what they're gonna execute. They already have the how. Okay, it's just about who's gonna comply. It says digital ID via distributed ledger technology. The DTS also will be required, okay, to recommend uh recommended policies or private protection, personal identifying information, and communicate those policies with the state's government, operations, privacy officer, and the state's privacy officer. So what we see, okay, is pretty much this man is saying this, it's a pilot run, it's a test run. Man, this is going to be mandated soon, okay, to get down with this man's system. Okay, to continue in this beast system, Esau is going to require, okay, an oath, man, and that sea hip is going to be an oath, all right, for a lot of people, man. Okay, it's going to be their oath with death. Now, let's get this real quick, okay, which, this is one of the, the major disputes when it comes to rebuke, okay, is, let me see. I'll get the blue letter. Oh, Salakia. Yeah, because I just want to pull this article up and get a few words out of here. I might want to pull up the blue letter. I thought I had it already. All right, Salakia. And we're going to go to, what we always go into, but these things have to be explained. These things have to constantly be explained because we come to a time where we're not going to have access to the word, as a daily, tool within this ministry, man. It's going to come a time that's going to have to be within us, man. That comes through repetition and constantly breaking down these things that are relevant, dealing with prophecy, man. If you want to be entertained, watch the playoffs, man. Okay? This the real playoffs. Now, when you go to Revelation 13:6, it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, okay, the charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. And what we have to understand is what? John the Baptist, he's seeing these things. Okay, he's seeing something. And the words that he used there in the Greek, all right, when they got in the Greek, it shows you that he's seen people getting pierced, all right. And it says, verse 17 said that no man might buy or sell, save he had that mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And see, this is where we at, because what's being set up that's going to change buying and selling? The digital technology, man. Okay, it's gonna come a time when it's very uncomfortable not to have bowed down to the beast, man. We're finna be tried. Okay, because this man has a whole new way that he's finna roll out under the banner of Satan. Okay, in a few. All right, and buying and sell will be a major indicator. It wasn't the end all be all, just you can buy and sell, but it was a major indicator on what, all right, that MOTB will be. Now, when you go in this word, all right, what you hear brothers throw around charakma, which is just a Greek word for all right. Let's see what it said. I just had it. It's my preamble to receive. Yeah. All right, so you get the word charagma in the Greek. What is it going into? It's a stamp or imprinted mark. All right, thin carved or sculpture. Now, when you go here to the root, which is karox, okay, what does it mean? It means a pale or stake, a palisade or rampart. So those are devices, all right, used to what? Go in the earth, man. Okay. Esau with his product, John the Revelator, seeing him going in people, man. Okay. With the sea hill. All right. Now let's go from there. Let's get these articles real quick. Just gonna touch on a little touch and go. All right. So you get now that's going into his digital. Now let's go into the lewdness, man. Okay. Now you watch this, you listen to this. Okay, it says a Mo, all right, teacher caught bullying his students, threatened them to comply with the alphabet agenda. And see, this is what we at with it, to where they just want to force it. Same way that he's just bringing in, this new way of buying and selling. He's bringing in lewdness with him and like, take this, man. See, Esau Edom has a very wicked, satanic, oppressive kingdom now. He wants to amplify it on a whole nother level, all right, and what he calls his NWO, his New World Order. Okay? So these are the main two things that's being forced and pushed: lewd behavior and in this digital way. Okay? So it says a 40-year-old teacher from state-run academy in London was caught bullying his teachers and threatened, all right, it's like bullying his students. Okay, it's a teacher bullying a student and threatened them to comply with the alphabet agenda. In his lecture, the stations, all right, Crown Woods Academy, the teacher made it clear that he is a Mo and identifies as part of the alphabet community. He plainly told the students that alphabet education is mandatory, and anyone who disagrees will be dealt, all right, with severely. So why is it mandatory to talk about this? Okay, people have become very bold in their wickedness, and they want to force it on you. And if you have any type of standard, you're demonized. Okay. And yes, here it says, and let me. This is the teacher says, and let me make this very clear. The teacher demanded, you do not have a choice whether or not you learn, all right, about the alphabet community in this school. You don't have a choice. It's one of our values, and if you refuse to do it, all right, then it said that will be dealt with severely. See, this Esau, this environment under Esau, this society under Esau has been taught, to make these things a norm, and not only to make them a norm, but to fight for them. Okay. So let's go here. Let's get this article here. Okay. Now this is over in the UK. It says largest teachers union in the United Kingdom votes to have, all right, the D Queen grooming hour in all schools. So here it is in London. Their politicians are pushing for this, man. This is just a mad freak show in the earth, man. Okay, under this guy's rulership, it says larger teachers union in the United Kingdom votes to have the D Queen grooming, all right, grooming hour in all schools. So pretty much, they're teaching your children to be, all right, the alphabet community. They're forcing it now. They're shoveling it down their throat. Okay, and these elites, they're all into being pedos, being widows, and the moles and oh boy. All right, it says no, so he's into those things. That he's grooming he wants to groom the next generation for the easy takings, man. That's why you see the madness on the Disney Channel. A young girl, having intercourse with the devil. Okay, and it says the National Education Union, the largest teachers union in Britain, is calling for schools across the United Kingdom to bring a D Queen, all right, a drag, all right, or a drag Q, all right, to groom children in every school, to groom them into what? They're doing grooming right before the masses, man. Only E, man. Okay? He's grooming the children right before the masses, man. Okay? There's no uproar. But nigga uproar about a goddamn dunk, man. Okay? Niggas go crazy about a dunk, but don't deal, okay, with the real menace in the earth, man. All right? Well, the Lord is going to address his men. And he has his men, all right, speaking their message. Now, let's go here. I just want to get this real quick because it's similar when you go into in Genesis. All right. Now, when you go Genesis 18 towards the bottom, all right, Genesis 8 and 18, it says, it's 20. All right, Genesis 8 and 20 says, and the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, because their sin is very grievous. And now Esau was in the same era. Okay. I'm read jump to verse 21. I want to get in some more translations as well. Okay. Now this is 21 says, I will go down now and see what they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me. And if not, I will know. Okay. And we go into other, all right, translations. What does it go into? Okay. Because this place is being complained about. If you're not complaining about the lewdness in this society, if you're not complaining for the complete and utter destruction. If missiles don't make more sense than ever, and we see why the Lord is doing what he's doing, the Lord not dealing, man. Okay? Verse 20, this is Genesis 18:21 in NIV. It says, that I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry that has reached me. If not, I will know. So yeah, you know, the behavior and the conduct of Sodom and Gomorrah, pretty much as people are complaining, let you know, all right, that their place was a major problem in the earth, man. So we're complaining way more about this new, all right, this spiritual Sodom, okay? So what is the Lord going to do? Okay, verse Genesis 18:21 in NLT says, I'm going to see if their actions are as wicked as I have read. If not, I said, I want to know. And the Lord utilized the angels, to spy things out. Okay? To peep out the scene. And you go to this is Proverb. Yeah. Mm. So you get Proverbs 15. Yep. Proverbs 15 and 3 says, the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. Okay, so the eye of the Lord is what? The angels. You see? And we're going to see what sent to Sodom is 2 angels. And see, when we see, when we see, let me see, these chariots, chariots, sightings have increased, especially in America. They're scoping this place out, man, before the destruction, man. Okay, and the wickedness of America has reached unto the heavens, man, which their complaints coming to the spiritual realm, okay, about, all right, this new, okay, Sodom and Gomorrah of wickedness, man. Okay, so let's go back, all right, because like I said, when you see those angels, they're they're doing work, man. Okay, so let's go back to Genesis. All right, Genesis 18 and 20 says, the Lord said, in verse 21 says, I will go down now, okay, and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me, and if not, I will know. So you go to the very next chapter, okay, we'll go to the doom of Sodom. All right, I'm gonna read this account. And it says, and there came 2 angels, all right, to Sodom and Eden, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot seeing them and rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground, in hospitality. Okay, these are 2 angels, and they were sent to confirm the wicked reports of God, Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Okay, and it says, and he said, behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray, I pray you into your servant house and tarry all night and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your way. And they said, neighbor, we will abide in the street light, So you had Lot, pretty much like, nah, let's go in the house, because Lot knows how it goes down. Okay? He knows how it gets down there, man. That's why scripture say righteous Lot. Okay? He was what? He was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Their conduct, man, what they was doing. It says, and he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, all right, in the house, all right, and and he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round about, old and young, and all the people from every quarter. Okay, this is just a freak show. Everybody is in it, man. Everybody is with just this, and we see that same energy today. That the Lord's finna destroy out the earth, man. It says, and they called, unto Lot, and he said, where are the men which came to thee at night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. What is that? This is their request. Okay? So like, I want to get so I want to get this. There's some more translations. Okay. Genesis 19:5. All right, in the NLT, it says, they shouted unto Lot, we are the men who came, all right, who came to spend the night with you. Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them, man. Okay, this is what they were talking about doing. Just forcing it. America's to the point now where they're forcing it, it's just shoveling the madness down your throat. Okay? But he's written to do these things, and as he's doing that, what is he doing? He's fulfilling Revelation 13 and 16, man. Okay? And the lewdness of this place, all right, is gonna play a major part in why this place is destroyed in such a fashion, man. And everything burnt outside of the elect. Okay? So that was pretty much the point. I didn't want to make it super long. I just want to go into these things as Esau increases in wickedness in his digital infrastructure. He's racing towards his own doom. Okay, but we're watching, how this man moves and we're seeing it. Okay, so Lord will. All right, and as we see these things, we report it. All right, so Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters edify once again, give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to all his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.